Yeah, there's a lot of shit that comes with birth control.
Yeah. Chris, if you ever take it, you should know this.
You should be careful.
Well, they are though starting a male birth control, like a pill-based one.
I have seen that. Yeah.
Would you take like a pill-based birth control, like as a dude? Would you do that?
I
you
think
can still
but like
come.
what are the details on this?
I think stop sperm.
I think it just like lowers your sperm count to the point of like none.
Yeah. Like unless
So
your
you're
sperm is
shooting
Michael
blanks.
Phelps, you're not
Yeah.
getting pregnant.
Yeah.
I would do it. I might be sad about it.
Why
Does
would
that
you?
make sense?
You lost
Why
a
would
lot
you
of
be
good men
sad?
out there, Chris.
It does kind of feel like
You're gonna lose them anyway. Ideally.
I know, but at least they're
Also, like,
at least they got a
You
chance.
just want. Wait, you just
know?
want. No, they don't. No, they don't. Either they go like either they escape. They're like freedom, and they escape right into like a little baggie, or
Baggy? Oh, okay, yeah.
My
I
God.
was like, what am I having sex with?
A
Chris
mom
is at a grocery
apparently.
store.
Or-
Got Tupperware.
yeah, like or even worse, like out into like the cruel night
Harsh
air.
world,
Yeah. Or a wall.
Or
Or
they
a poor
finally-
woman's face.
I want to hear. Yeah.
Poor
Or a
woman's
man.
face.
Or they finally make it into the welcoming cave, and it's like
That's a wonderful
there's
name.
nothing fucking here.
Queen cave. Yeah.
No, women did the whole swimming. There's
They won't
nothing
let
here.
me in.
I'm imagining like this should be like a storming Normandy scenario where Chris is like, go, and like half of them
And they're
die
like,
immediately.
like,
Tom Hanks is crying.
No, I mean it's one of those things where, yeah, I mean I'm all for like not accidental baby thing,
Right, as you should be.
But it would kind of, I don't know.
Would you feel like a part of you is not, like you're not as connected with that person?
With what person?
Like the person you're having sex with?
Oh no, I'm not talking about. I'm
Chris is talking solo
Like,
right
I'm
now.
talking about just like
Oh, just be like
just
solo.
just
What chance do they have if you're riding solo anyway?
Yeah. Is this just for your benefit? You're like, yeah.
You're just spewing them out and they die instantly anyways. This way you're not dying.
Chris watches it like
that seems
fireworks.
meaner.
At least they have company. I don't know.
In their death, they can die together.
Come here,
Tonight,
little friends.
we dine in hell.
I'll embrace you as you die.
At least they
Tonight
had
we die,
the
pussy.
the moment where like
Thanks.
they don't know where they're going and they like hope.
They're so young.
Yeah.
That just
They
sounds like you're
hope.
just like
Maybe I shouldn't personify my sperm. Maybe that's the,
No, you should. This needs to be a children's book right now.
Yeah.
Chris teaches you about
I
sperm.
would like to hear you talk about this for a long
Why
period.
You Were Never Born by Chris Demarais.
Your sperm began with hope, but it only ended in sadness.
You all died together.
Play them a little dirge.
I mean,
You're like, oh, I'm getting close. Put on the sad music. Boop.
Maybe a few of them have a suicide pact. They're like, look, I know we're not going to make it, but it's cool. Let's give it a shot.
Dude, this
You know,
Sounds
it
like
would-
all of them have a
Louise.
suicide pact.
Just watch that movie. So it's like they go off the cliff together.
Never seen it.
Spoiler.
It's very
sorry.
good.
Never.
Yeah, spoiling it.
That's everyone knows the end of Thelma and Louise. That's like no secret
It's
whatsoever.
iconic.
Yeah.
You know the end of Thelma and Louise,
oh,
right?
I saw the movie. So.
Yeah.
So you
yes,
know the end
yes.
of Thelma and Louise. Great.
Yeah. It was Bruce Willis the whole time.
And I mean, we're at the point in the future
Oh.
where we can just get like crazy strong fake teeth if we happen to like
Sure.
tear one out anyway,
Veneers,
right?
Yeah, you're done.
My only party trick: I can light a matchbook. I can light one of the matches one-handed, most of the time.
Wow.
Most like
Do we have any
Well,
matchbooks here?
sometimes I fling the matchbook and it starts like I throw fire at people, which also works as a party trick. Because
That
you're
is
like fire.
Not
You're like
expecting it.
watch this.
Yeah.
Run.
Yeah, it's if I don't clarify what
Like
I'm
Roy
doing
Mustang.
before I do it, then it works because it's like either I
All of a sudden,
yeah.
fire.
Either result.
Fire happens whether or not it's like in my hand or like
Oh,
yeah.
there's the
the girl?
video.
I know that too well. Is that it? That's her. Oh my god!
wow.
I didn't realize it
So
was a cup.
cool.
I thought it was a can.
Oh, no. That's a
No,
collage.
no,
Oh my
like
God.
a full-on
That's
glass.
pretty cool.
This
And,
woman's my hero.
Not
and
only did
she looks fashionable as
did
shit,
that
and I love her
fast.
hair.
Yeah.
She's dressed like Jackie O as she's doing that.
Not only did she pick that up with her teeth, which is like that's heavy
Yup.
and glass, but she chugged that beer in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm a little bit attracted to her
Me
right now.
too. I watched that and I was like, why am I turned on right
Yeah.
now?
If you want to text us and hang out after the podcast, man.
Yeah. If you want to sync up our periods.
Yeah. Funny enough, UT, I was just thinking about it and I totally forgot until you mentioned the fire. One of the first experiences I had at UT was like, I was such a weirdo in high school, like even worse than I am now. I'm still really weird. So I went to my first frat party. I was like, I'm going to make some friends. Hi guys. I'm drinking my beer. So they have flaming Dr. Peppers where you'll light a shot and you drop it into beer and it tastes like a Dr. Pepper when you chug it. That's the whole point. So me being my clumsy self, I light the shot, I drop it into my beer, but it hits the edge of the beer and knocks over onto the counter, which is full of liquor, and the entire counter, including the cabinet above it, goes
That's awesome.
in
That's
flames.
super
and I
cool.
kid you not, I literally went, okay, bye, and then I just left their house. So I was like,
Oh my
peace
God.
out. I'm done.
That's awesome.
Sorry, Lambda Kai.
Come on, that was awesome.
That's a great
It was
exit,
fun.
though.
I think to this.
Who was that girl who lit the kitchen on fire?
like a
I like to
literal smoke
believe,
bomb.
like maybe there's
She's
this
in
story
another
now.
frat. Don't worry.
Yeah. Like now
She
there's
can't
this
join.
legend of like, ooh, that bitch, she burned us. Like,
They have legends about you.
yeah. I dream about her sometimes.
Heard of her.
She came to our party, started our whole house on fire.
I'm gonna
Man, that was hot.
I'm gonna pull a Gus here and read this real quick here.
Hear me out. All right, maybe you guys can agree. I was talking to Michael about this earlier this week. If you were a girl and you were growing up with Barbies, there were one of two things you did with the Barbies. Either they killed each other or they were having sex. That was it.
Really?
I know what
Yeah.
side I'm on.
See, my sister had Barbies, and I would always try and get her to make them play with my Ninja Turtles. I'd be
Really?
like, let's do a crossover here.
And they were like, no.
and she's like, no, let's keep separate households.
What
good.
kind of crossover did you want to happen?
I don't know, just like an adventure, you know, like
Raphael
where
and
my
Skipper.
my-
sex
yeah,
adventure?
Yeah, not even that. It wasn't even sex. It was just like I would create elaborate stories with Ninja Turtles, and I'd be like, look, I need some, you know, let's collaborate. And she'd be like,
We can work together here. We'll write wonderful things.
I did crossovers all the time. I never had Barbies, but I did have She-Ra, My Little
She-Ra
Pony,
was good.
Oh, there you go.
Pound Puppies,
Yes.
the Popples.
Polly Pocket?
What are popples?
Oh, Popples were like these cute little things, and they had like pouches, and they would like tuck up in their pouches, and they could like hop around.
I think I know what
But
you're
then they
talking
came and they were stuffed animals, and they came like in a pouch, so you just like flip the pouch like inside out, and then like there's a thing, and then
You could flip them
the
to, like,
pouch, and
travel
then they're
with
in
them.
it.
I have never heard of this before.
Oh yeah, the Popples. I watched there was a I don't know if it was a Popples movie or it was just an episode where some kid put too much detergent in the washing machine and they got it all over the room because it was foamy, and then the Popples came and helped him out.
Thanks, Popples.
Yeah,
Popples
thanks.
to the rescue.
Yeah.
On that note,
Did you guys ever do like messed up stuff with your dolls?
All
Not
the
like,
time.
okay, sorry, that's like gonna sound really
Let's
creepy.
hold on. Let's
Yeah.
table that for a second
So,
because we're gonna need.
Wow.
What the hell is that?
not like that.
know where
that's,
that came from.
But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. People did shit like that all the time.
Is that
Like-
from Barbara's childhood?
Yes, like I had so many friends that were like, I killed Ken tonight because he cheated on Barbie. I was like,
What?
Okay, yeah.
I did have friends who would like do weird things, like cut them up and freeze them.
That's
and
a little
then-
much.
And
Wasn't
might
that
be
in?
serial
I'm
killers
sorry.
now.
Pardon me. Wasn't that in Dexter?
Yeah.
I was thinking. Toy
I'm pretty
Story
sure that
2,
was the
but-
first season of
I
Dexter.
thought you meant by messed up
Maybe
like
second?
cut their hair.
No, like
I did
freeze
that,
them into
yes.
balls and then like make like
That's
Barbie
Sid
head
stuff.
doll bombs and
That
like-
was college.
Barbie
Calm
had
down.
popsicles.
what?
I'm just imagining little popsicles with Barbie heads.
Christ. Well, like my sister had some, and I was a terrible kid. Whatever. So like, she inherited a lot of my old Barbies, and I was mad that she got them. So one night, because I'm a terrible person back in the day and now,
Barbie slips.
I hung them to the ceiling fan by their necks with like shoelaces. And like when she woke up one
man.
morning, I went, "Time to die," and I threw on the fan. Like that. I just left.
Lindsay, they were innocent.
Oh yeah, I know.
What is wrong with you?
There you go.
I saved the world a whole bunch.
Oh my god.
I don't know. You guys are crazy.
I
Take
was
that,
nice to my
Leslie.
dolls.
See, that's funny because I did something similar to my sister, but it
Time
was
to
like
die.
I was like a kid, and I remember there was some a boy over that she had a crush on, and
Chris.
so I
Wait, how old at this point?
I don't remember. I was probably like 9 or
Okay.
something,
And
or
she was?
8, like 10 to 11 or 12 or something, and there was a boy over that she had a crush on, and I put tampons on the ceiling
Yes.
fan.
Yes.
So they were just like a spinning tampons.
At that point, did you even know what tampons were for?
I knew that if you put them in water, they exploded.
Yeah. Well, not
Like-
I wouldn't use the word exploded.
Exploded, but like that was the thing. I
Let's
was
be careful
like,
there.
I remember I
They
was like,
expanded.
yeah, they expanded, but like it was like a cool thing. It's like you pop them out and you like put them in water, but that,
Stop a
so
nosebleed.
like me and my little brother would be like, this is so cool. Let's just do them all.
I can imagine you and like baby Chris playing with tampons. Like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. Why
Look
don't
at
they
that
make
explode.
When are they
So-
gonna make these for guys?
But yeah, so it's like one of those things where me and my little brother were like, well, what can we do? Like, let's get those exploding cotton balls.
Perfect. Done.
She keeps to herself, and let's put them on the ceiling fan.
So you put them up there, and then what?
Turn the fan on.
Duh.
And her boyfriend?
It wasn't her boyfriend.
Her
It was
friend
a
who
guy
was a boy?
Washed in
Was it her
horror.
friend who
Yeah,
was a boy,
yeah.
or was it your friend?
It was her friend that was a boy.
And I'm sure she was very
He
embarrassed.
laughed. He thought
That's
it was really
awesome.
funny.
He was like, dude, that Chris guy's pretty cool.
To this day, she still puts them on her ceiling fans. It works.
I did
Well,
like
it's easy. You just like you need one, you just go. Pop.
Yeah, there you go. Done.
Ready to go.
I did the frozen underwear thing a few times. So it was a battle with me and my sister. You freeze each other's underwear. Yeah.
What did you do?
What?
Freeze your underwear.
But then don't you have multiple pairs of underwear?
No,
to
you
choose
freeze all of them. You freeze every single pair of underwear that person owns that night.
That is
in-
an amazing prank.
Yeah.
into ice cubes, or just like you just
put it in the
them
freezer.
and they're cold?
Oh, no, you let it sit for a while because my sister didn't discover it. She was like, wait a minute, where's all my underwear? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe mom and dad are getting you new clothes. So she got excited and was like, I'm getting new clothes, I'm getting new clothes. I'm like, they're freezing right now. So by the time she got them, they were like pretty stiff, like you couldn't put them on.
Did
But
you
yeah.
wet them first or just
Yes,
put them in the freezer?
gotta wet them.
Oh, that is cruel.
That's-
Not only were they like
That is pretty
ice,
messed up.
I thought they were just cold.
No, if you want to know how to be a terrible older sister, just ask me for advice. I can do that.
That's
I
true.
wanted to take gymnastics as a kid, but only it was step 2 of my 3-step plan to become a Ninja Turtle.
Okay, what was step one?
What, karate?
Turn
Okay,
green.
did you take
I
karate?
took karate,
Okay,
and that's as far as I got.
Did you roll around in ooze?
so you got through step one.
Yeah, and then step 1 was karate. Step 2 was gymnastics, so I could do flips and stuff.
What's step 3?
Ooze.
Yes. Find a friend rat.
Like,
Wait. Did you want to
Let's
do?
just back up for like 2 minutes.
Let's break this down.
You legitimately wanted to be a Ninja Turtle.
yes.
Which one? Or were you just going to be a new one?
I just wanted to be a Ninja
Oh,
Turtle.
okay.
How old were you? Let's wait. I need to.
I
like,
think I
figure-
was 6 or 7.
Okay.
So I was pretty young. I was like, I think it was 6. 'Cause I think that's when I took karate.
Okay. In my mind, I was picturing like 14-year-old Chris.
Oh, this was like yesterday. Chris did this after work.
When was this? Last week.
Yeah. 10, 11 months ago.
I didn't realize, someone told me maybe like a couple months ago, but I didn't realize that was the same ooze that made Daredevil blind. Is the ones that turn the TMNT into TMNT.
Oh, is
That's
it
a,
really?
really?
Apparently, yeah.
Man,
in canon.
talk about
yeah.
bad luck.
Can I
Same
just
thing.
say, by the way, that the is it the Netflix Daredevil?
It's so good.
So good.
Amazing show.
Really, really good.
The
In fact,
cinematography alone.
in
Oh,
fact, I have an admission to make. After getting after Bernie for watching Game of Thrones without me,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
I watched Daredevil without him.
Yes.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Does he know
Nice.
this?
Yeah.
Okay.
And here comes Bernie out of the wings.
Such a good show.
Yeah,
He was
I
waiting for it.
we
different episodes. She would do it while I slept.
to be fair,
was
I
being
tried to
lazy,
put it
Bernie.
on before he slept, but then he would sleep, and I'd go, he clearly doesn't care. And I would just keep watching it.
Nice. Getting popped.
Nice, Barb.
Don't call attention to it.
Look
Popping off
at
now.
the head on that one.
Have you seen the video
Poor
of the
sweet
dude
pie.
in Portland who's fucking a truck?
No. Yes, I
Yeah.
did. And he's like, but. I use protection.
Yeah, that's
Thank
the whole
God.
thing. He like clarifies of like, no, it
don't
was
have little
safe
truck
sex.
babies.
Yeah,
Wait, so wait, how do you...
exhaust pipe, man.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
Is
to
he
be
just
fair,
really
though,
attracted to his truck?
I don't know. I think it was someone else's truck too. It wasn't even his. It was like some homeless
You
guy.
cheat. That truck, you dirty. You cheated on me.
You smell like another truck. Where have you been?
Your mother trucker.
gotta be honest though, like if the tailpipe is like of size,
Do you
guy's happy.
like is he using like some padding in there, or is he just like
He's got a pump.
Maybe he just like really likes vehicles.
well, but like tailpipes are at least that big around, right?
He's a very tall man.
Getting some tail.
Right.
Yes, he
but
was.
does he have some crazy like
tailgate.
girth, or does he have padding in there, or like what? Because damn,
I mean, he...
that looks like the
Maybe
only
he
thing,
like kind of like
at
pretty
this-
fat.
Like at that
Spins
point,
it
the only
around
thing he
inside
can
of
have
it.
sex with is a truck, because girls are gonna be like, nah.
Maybe he's
Like
really
babies pass through there, but no.
No, yeah. Maybe he's really chodly too, so he's got girth but no length.
Do you say chodly?
Chodly. Yeah.
Totally.
Chode is my favorite word. I say chode all the
It's
time.
a great word. It's
I've
a
never
really
heard
great
the
word.
term
If you call someone a chode,
chodly.
like you fucking chode. People are like, "What? Oh my god!" Like they're so upset about it. I'm like, "That's right."
But it's
That's
just
right.
because of the way it sounds.
Yeah.
Like there's no issue with that.
So,
like
by all means.
like G spots
If you
only
chode hard.
like
Don't
like,
be embarrassed.
Look, you hit the G spot, you're fine.
Yeah.
But it's such a great word. It sounds awesome.
What?
Chode.
I might sound a little incompetent here, but what
I'll
is- I've
educate
heard
you.
the word chode.
Yes.
What is a chode?
A chode, in my experience, is a dick that is wider than it is long.
Oh,
It's like got some crazy like girth,
Like-
but like not
Yes.
so much of the length.
something that you would like maybe rub this way instead of this way.
Something where you're like, maybe you should use your tongue at this point.
Like maybe just like
Saying.
can't
Licking a flat surface,
get your hand around.
just patting it.
Chris,
was
tell us
a-
more.
The time where
I've never encountered a chode, so
Chris is not a chode.
I don't have too much experience.
Good.
Chris, does this give you some disturbing insight into how women talk?
No, I mean, I would imagine it. You know, like
Do dudes compare dicks sometimes? It happens. Don't lie.
maybe it's one of those. I don't ever. It's one of those things. Sometimes if you're peeing,
How many sausage slices are you?
no, it's one of those.
Pepperoni, Lindsay.
Oh, sorry, yeah. He's not Italian.
There's
I apologize.
there's different types of friend groups. There's the friend groups who get naked together,
I know
and
that.
there are friend groups who don't.
Yes.
I think that also is very dependent on age.
No, not at all.
Well, now we know which one Bernie's in.
Yeah. For women, that's absolutely true. But go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where there's certain friends I've seen naked on accident. And we're like, ah, man, I just saw his dick.
Oh,
But
fuck.
it's never like a thing where it's like, let's all get naked.
Check out our dicks
know?
together. Let's compare. Get some side by side.
If you have to measure, do you measure from the top, like the top pubic hairs to tip, or do you measure from the juncture of the balls to the tip?
Ooh, I
I've
would
always
think top of
wondered
pubic
this.
hair, but
What do you do personally?
Oh well,
Chris.
I guess from like the pelvis.
Right, like you're
Yeah.
right, like there's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
there's the top and then there's the bottom.
Yeah,
Yes.
Do you measure from the top or the bottom?
I guess the top.
I would imagine
yeah.
the top. I
Well,
think
like,
that makes most sense.
for
You know what's
dudes, yeah.
funny?
What's
When I
funny?
w-
That was creepy. Go on. Yes.
so I remember.
this guy with his chode.
No. I remember being in
It was very chodly that day.
like middle school or elementary school, and like you're going through puberty, and things are changing and stuff.
What
Yup.
kind of things, Chris?
What your things
So-
are changing. Okay.
And so like I was like, okay, so it's growing, but I was like trying to keep track of like
Was it growing or showing?
Both.
I was trying to keep track of the rate of
and
growth.
I was just trying to be
and
a Ninja Turtle. Thing with-
So I was like, all right, well,
Whose didn't
I'll use like like this section of my finger, like I'll use like see comparatively how it grows compared to like this part of my finger.
Fair enough.
Were you assuming that your finger was also
See,
growing?
that's the problem. I was like, it's not growing, and then I realized my hand was growing at the also.
I also like the
And then whenever I used
unit of
a-
measurement.
used a non bias
A fair
system of
measurement.
Something that
measurement,
doesn't grow with
then I
growth.
was like, oh, okay, yeah.
I am well
We are
endowed.
seeing some
Good.
We are
progress.
seeing results.
There's progress here, damn it. For the future.
I like the idea of you marking it. You know how like kids measure their height
Yeah,
on like,
yeah.
the doorway?
Chris measures his dick like, yeah,
It's
I
like
made
you
it
have,
to the
like, a
third
slab
knuckle
of
today.
wood that you're just like, yeah, age 12.
I remember specifically, and again, I totally forgot about it until this podcast is bringing up a lot of memories for me. But in elementary school, I remember one time a couple of kids were hanging out together, a couple of dudes, and they pulled out their dicks and were like, and being little kids, like, I'm peeing on
school?
stuff. Yeah, like elementary school, like recess, I guess. But, we're Texas people, so shit's crazy. I remember as a kid being sad that I couldn't do it too. And I was like, I don't have one of those. And I just like sulked away and sat in a corner and
Poor
cried.
Lindsay.
Yeah.